You're listening to the Midwest's most dangerous podcast, LOCPod, Left of Center podcast, comes to you live from the NECA IBW Powering Indiana Lake County Studios. This is season 15, episode 22.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Festival of the Lakes Eve.
Yeah, man. Everything's crazy. This is the last week of our show for the season, so we're all excited about that. Hey, Lindsey, good morning.
What's up?
LMP.
You excited? This is Lindsey's last show today.
She seems
last show of the
very
season.
excited.
Forever.
Very
She was early.
no.
Dude, she
Don't
was
say
here
that.
early, and, I know she knows it's the last show. She was like, hell yeah, I'm getting there early.
I'm going to get there early,
I
show
didn't
off a little
sleep
bit.
at all last night. I was up all night.
I didn't sleep at all last night.
Gotta make this a good
Speaking
show.
of fest.
I'm gonna
George
cause some
Thorogood.
controversy.
George Thorogood, right?
And the Destroyers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't sleep at all.
Do you guys like my shirt, by the way?
Which one?
It's my
Let me see.
Alice Cooper shirt.
I do like it.
That's awesome.
That's a solid shirt.
You went to an
Nice.
Alice Cooper concert?
Hell yeah, I did.
I've
What?
never seen.
Recently?
I've seen him.
Last
I
year.
snuck into his show.
It was awesome.
I didn't see his show. I
That
snuck
man
into
is like what, in his 70s, and he's still doing theatrical, like headbanging. Like man,
You
he's
brought
spry.
it?
Huh.
What does he sing? School's out. School's out for
That's-
summer.
He does
He
sing
sings
that one,
that.
yeah.
Okay, that's all I know.
That's probably the most famous, right? I couldn't tell you another Alice Cooper song, actually.
I don't know,
Just-
but that
What
man
does he?
puts
Does
on
he
a
sing
hell
that?
of a show.
Does he sing it last? School's out.
Yeah, that was his.
Somebody
that was his
See,
encore.
because if he sings it first, everybody leaves.
But no,
like,
like
we're gonna
it's
hold this
very. It
one.
was very theatrical. I mean, this was a year ago.
Does he sing a
but-
lot of covers?
No, I don't recall a bunch of covers.
And Lindsay might not even know that they're covers.
That's why I gave her
Yeah.
my skeptical face.
That's right.
I went,
How would I?
Lindsay might be too young to know if they're covers.
I have the power of the internet at my fingertips.
That's true, but you're not. What are you doing? Like checking out?
You're checking
in
while
My
charge
the
of
show.
husband
No,
is
no.
also my encyclopedia. He knows.
He
really?
knows, all right.
I trust Brian's music.
Well, anyway,
I
if
do
you
too.
guys ever have the chance to go see Alice Cooper in concert, that man's still.
That's
he's
a yes.
Doing
I snuck
great.
into his show. I told you.
That man, he's
How?
got like characters, costume changes,
Holiday Star
props.
Theater.
That's right up your alley.
Holiday
was
Star
awesome.
Theater. That's part of the reason it shut down is because you could easily sneak into shows.
That is true. I think
I don't think I
we've
paid
all
for a
done
ticket
that.
there when
Where
I
was
got into politics.
The one in Maryville?
yeah.
Mhm.
That was such a great
I had
venue.
a
Because
show.
like the guards that
Was
worked
a
it, they
great
were all
venue.
like county cops and they're all
And
like,
they're
yeah,
all
come on in,
old and
Mayor.
tired.
It's like ridiculous. No wonder they shut down. It's partially our fault.
We got a great show today.
Yes, we do.
We've got a lot going on.
Very big shoe.
Sorry, Kevin.
No, go ahead, John.
When my brother Paul is tuning in, you know it's
Whoa.
a big show.
And,
What's up, Paul?
but let me back up a minute there on that comment because Paul used to always tune in.
Yeah.
and he's faded away a little bit, but I'm glad that
He
we're
didn't
going.
like
I'm
us
glad
no
he's
more.
back.
I
It's
think
like
I made him mad.
it's like a
Wow.
seasonal itch. It comes back
Yes.
every once in a while. And you're like, God dang!
It's
I got
like
that
What's
herpes
going
again."
on LOCPod?
It's we never go away once we infect you.
It's like herpes. We never go away. John,
We're like
I
an
think
STD.
I think that's the title. We're like an LOCPod.
The
How about-
like
herpes
an
of
STD?
podcasts.
Yes.
Just when you thought you got rid of us,
Yeah.
we're back.
Yeah,
Dude,
And
a
when
regular
you're real
cream ain't gonna
stressed.
get rid of us. I can tell you that. You're gonna need some prescribed.
for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, I did want to mention after the second break, we're going to have on Matt, Nicole, and Bryce Fech, who have been in the news recently regarding
Yes.
Bryce's sexual orientation and its impact on their membership and the church activities.
It's okay. So we're gonna talk about Bethel Church, right?
Yes. That's
Okay.
where they used to be members.
And it's out
I
of Crown
believe.
Point. Is that true?
I think it's one of their locations.
Okay.
They've got one in Highland
Okay.
close to me.
But like, this is a crazy story. It made the local media throughout the Chicagoland area. It's in the paper again today, and it's a sad story that we're still dealing with this kind of stuff. So I definitely suggest you stick around. You're going to be shocked. And then not just but the church's action, but there was a lady that worked in the church. They went out of her way to make sure that she screwed over. This is a crazy
A
story.
child.
Yes, a
Yeah.
14-year-old young man.
Yeah.
So, like, this is a story you're going to want to stick around for in the third segment.
This
Yeah, and I
is the
think
kind of story you would hear in like 2001, maybe.
And it's
1970s.
still
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
The 1980s.
Right.
Yeah, this is definitely something that we should have learned to get past.
I think,
And,
and I think that's the interesting part of it because you've got a church who believes strongly in this is their doctrine. You've got a family that's obviously impacted by their decision. And then you've got a situation where someone's sexuality is told to another entity.
See, the thing I like about the Catholic Church and how they're handling this, and they don't handle things very well normally,
No.
but with
necessarily.
with gay issues in the church, they like sort of look the other way.
They're starting to come around.
Right.
I
They're
would
like
say
they're not going to
Francis-
like
Pope
they're not going to
Francis
like
was
kick you
the-
out of church over it or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
It was pretty rough for a while, but
I agree,
Pope Francis
Kevin.
kind of
but
helped.
this is 2025, man.
I know. But
Well-
as I've heard other people say for many times regarding the Catholic
Why don't we hold
Church,
this one until the third segment when they're all in here?
regarding the Catholic
Lynn,
Church,
did you
is
have
they
something?
operate in millennia, not in
No, I was
decades
gonna,
or years.
I was gonna go with what Kevin was saying. Give Pope Francis his flowers. He did a pretty good.
Yeah.
He did a very good job of kind of circumventing that and trying to get more tolerant people
So we got
into the fold.
we got a show.
Got a
Good
great
show.
show.
I mean, yeah, John.
Jeff Riddle, yes, actually, Notorious LMP will be giving a Kesha
They're
review.
asking for it.
How do they know?
Yes.
Okay.
I walked in and I was like, I'm gonna airdrop you some footage.
Yeah,
So
Nice.
we're
So
gonna
you
talk about it.
Yeah.
I went to Kesha
So-
over the weekend. It was incredible.
So you skipped the LOCPod Fan Appreciation Night for Kesha.
No, I was working that night. The next night I went to Kesha.
Okay.
All right. So you wanted to skip Fan Appreciation Night so you could get some rest.
Right.
So then you can go
I'm
to
not
Kesha.
resting at work, Kevin.
No,
What
I
do you
didn't
think
imply
I'm
that. I meant,
saving
like,
lives.
You could have like come to the come to the come to the could have come to the Fan Appreciation Night, then gone to work.
No, they overlapped.
They did. Okay.
Fan Appreciation Night.
I don't doubt you.
Fan Appreciation
sounds
Night
like
was
you do.
great, wasn't it, guys?
Nope.
It's awesome.
It was really good.
I thought the crowd was bigger, which is nice, and it is hard to get people on a Friday night to give up their evening and
In the
hang out with
middle of
us
summer.
at Oilman Stadium, and we had a really good crowd. John, did you have the picture? Did we get a picture of?
Yeah.
We got the look at that.
See, I mean, it's
There it
similar
is.
size. I mean, it's
I agree with
different,
that.
and it's a lot of different people. There's a few similar, but a lot of different people out there. It was really cool, man. It was
Keep
really
in
cool.
mind, not everyone there for Fan Appreciation Night made this picture.
That's true.
They were like sitting in the stands. They got there late.
we even
you
got
know.
Jill out to this event, which
We
is
did get Jill
saying
out.
something.
We got Jill out. Couldn't get Lindsey out.
I had to pick her. I had to pick her up at her house to bring her. I was like,
Kidnapped
if
her.
I said I will be at the
Get in
front
the
of your
car.
house. Get in.
I mean, think about the people in chat for so long we've never met
Yes.
in person. At least not
Yes.
me, but like Naomi, Pete.
Yes.
Yes,
I
Scott.
mean, holy cow,
I
Scott.
think Naomi was at the last one.
Was
I think
she?
it's, is
No,
it-
I don't think
Naomi
so.
tried
no,
I
no. She
thought
said
we
first
met.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
so cool.
So
Like that was
hard.
the cool thing about it is like you walk up and it's like I don't know a lot of people's face because they're all online, and just to meet people. Hey, I'm this person. I'm on. It was just really cool, man.
We got to see Boat Itch.
Yeah.
John Bodich.
Bodich was there.
Bo
Of
was
course.
there. Even like and
Shauna Levinson was there. She's 2 for 2.
I don't think Shauna made it.
Oh, Shauna didn't make it. I'm sorry. Never mind. It's 1
She
for
talked
2.
about
How
making it.
dare you, Shauna?
You know, I did want to also, before I forget, thank a bunch of our sponsors that were there. Right? We had
Yes.
we had
Guklakis.
Kuklakis Law
Yeah.
was there. Dave Toth from Byway was
Byway,
there. Rick and Vanessa Baltonsberger were there
Misprint,
from
yep.
Misprint. We had John and Kristen Cantrell.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not
We
forgetting
should get
anybody.
the Oilman to be a sponsor. We've been doing this out there.
Yeah, by the way, Don Popovac was
Don
a great,
Popovac or the
great host,
league
by
or
the
something.
way.
Why don't Steve reach out to them, man? They would do it. He loves the
Get
show.
on it, Steve.
He's like super honored. And then he caused a little controversy with the sign out front. I'm not taking responsibility. for
I
that
want to
one.
say we also had a fan family come up from Jasper County. Even
Yes.
unbelievable.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Like
I-
traveled.
I almost left before I even arrived when I saw this sign.
John was really
John
pissed
was
about
fired
this.
up, and then he
Yeah.
got me
He
fired
was
up.
pissed off at
Pissed
me.
off.
I'm like, dude, I didn't do this.
Here's the sign. Welcome, Mayor McDermott.
I am Mayor
Best
McDermott.
man.
No matter where I go, I
What
hate
about-
to say that,
What about
guys.
And
John
LOCPod.
Besmar?
I agree
Yeah.
with you. I
Kevin
agree.
Smith.
If I would have been in charge of
LMP.
if I would have been in charge of the board that day, I would have
Jill.
said "Welcome's LOCPod." They didn't even have to say my name, but
This
they
is
put my name.
terrible.
I'm a mayor, dude.
By the
Like,
way, if we think it's because they ran out of space, I mean, maybe take off "Happy Birthday, Danny." All right, at the end of the day.
No, no,
I mean,
no.
what? I mean,
oh my God, dude, that's what you guys were talking about. I had
fourth year birthday.
I mean, come on.
That's important.
He's going to have a birthday
He's
next
going
year.
to kindergarten next year.
he doesn't even know what the fuck is
He's
going
not-
on
it
his
isn't.
4th birthday.
He can't even read that.
I agree.
Does that
agree.
really need to go on the sign? They could announce it over the loudspeaker.
Correct. Why not welcome Mayor McDermott and LOCPod
Yes,
crew?
I agree. That should.
I would
been it.
accept that.
So, like, I
Yeah.
agree, but like, you were pissed off at me. Like,
I
I
have a
fucking
feeling.
did it.
I have a feeling.
Like I walk in and he's like, "Did you see that fucking sign?" I'm like, "No, I didn't see the sign. Why? It says welcome Mayor McDermott." I'm like, "John, I am Mayor McDermott. I hate to fucking break it to you. Like I don't know what to say. Like it's like the Beatles broke up over this shit, you guys. Like don't fuck around. Like we got a good thing going here, you know?"
We're gonna go form wings, John.
You
Don't
know,
worry.
Jill made up she said a really good point in the comments here because she's listening in.
Who did?
Who, Jill?
Jill.
Okay.
Our Jill. She said that Jill and I are like the president and the VP. We can't be at the same event at the same time.
Got
Gotcha.
it.
You still need to have a lady.
I like
That's
so
right.
if the
That's a
place,
good point.
You know,
That is a
you
good
guys
point.
all go lost. or
Yes.
something.
And I just
There's a horrible tragedy. One of you,
Somebody's here to take
one of
the
you
helm.
could carry on
That's
like
right.
Jill or Lindsey. They don't know how to turn the
I
fucking
was the
studio on.
designated survivor for this event.
Designated
so.
survivor. I like
Nope.
it.
Let's talk about.
At least we know the coffee will get delivered.
Yeah. Let's talk about the first pitch.
Oh, this
He
is
threw
great.
out
I
the
haven't thrown a
first
pitch in a couple seasons, by the way, guys, or at least a year.
This was nice at Don. They offered.
yeah,
Tom
that's
to
a
throw the
major
first
league.
pitch.
That's a major league mound, major league distance.
60
like,
feet 6 inches.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm just pointing out. You know.
But,
And it didn't get any warm ups really.
No, dude. I
You
hadn't.
walked out there. They gave you the
I
ball.
walked out and just hurled the ball at the
Hey,
catcher.
you know, Danny didn't throw the first pitch.
No,
though.
Danny sure
yeah,
didn't.
freaking little Danny with his fourth birthday.
Mayor.
So I'm in the dugout, and I just hit record real quick. Just pay attention to all the players, what they're saying behind me.
Dick.
Okay.
Hey, let's then play it again if you have to.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go.
Right.
Hi.
It was high.
Hi.
It was
So,
high.
guys, it was high.
It was high. That's the key when you're throwing a first pitch. Don't fucking bounce it. You throw it high. You know what I'm saying?
So in your
Rather-
opinion, you didn't care about throwing a strike.
No.
That you wanted to throw
it's
it
nice
high.
when you throw a strike,
Sure.
but you don't fucking bounce it because then they think you can't get it to the home plate.
I see.
So I hurl it as fucking hard as
Or
I
like
can.
right over the catcher's.
And the catcher's going to catch a high pitch.
Sure.
So he'll go up and get it. But if you bounce it, they think you're a wimp.
Hi.
Just throw it hard and high.
I wanted to give a big shout out to Steve Kellogg, our business manager. Did a great job getting everybody
He did.
there.
was
we had
fun.
food tickets, drink tickets.
It was fun.
Galore.
I tell you,
It was a
man.
nice night.
The beers out there are cold and cheap.
I discovered something that because
Yes.
I'm usually not like a big like seltzer. They had these things called Modelo Aqua Frescas.
Ooh, those are good.
No carbonation, which is right up my alley. And I mean, I was like, these are phenomenal.
Yeah, man.
So good job by Don and his crew at Oilman Stadium for having. And they had like a grill going with the cheeseburgers. It was
And
awesome.
dogs.
Yeah, and the
Hot dogs
dogs
were
were
amazing.
unbelievable. So
Hey, we have our first spam in chat.
oh
Nice.
You ready?
Welcome,
Yes.
spam.
It's a Chinese name,
Uh-huh.
and it says,
oh
hey,
sure, John. Hate the
No,
Chinese.
that's
be
yeah.
haters
No,
of-
bro.
No, what is it?
It's Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
Okay.
And it says, hey, babe, video call, sexting, add my WhatsApp. And there's a phone number.
Ask if that's subjected to tariffs. Okay.
No,
Is
we made
this
it. No, we
subject-
made a
you
deal
know
with
the-
Vietnam.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
That's
So
true.
Yeah,
sex
right.
talk is cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, Trump is going to
I'm
take
pretty
out the
sure it's
Vietnamese
Vietnamese.
sex talk. So
Yeah.
Luckily for her and us, he made a deal with Vietnam, not China yet.
Yep.
Well, that's exciting, John. Maybe they saw Tom's first pitch, and or she did, and then next thing you know, there's a bot.
high and hard, baby.
Oh, boy.
What? That's how I throw my
Hi.
pitches.
You did, yes.
I know.
According to the guy in the dugout.
Okay.
It's also you
Okay.
come home at night.
I got a freaking story that happened over the weekend, guys. You're not going to believe this shit. Okay. Literally.
Try me.
Ready?
Okay. So like.
Right. Yeah, Lindsay's like, yes,
Okay,
I will.
so let me tell you what happened, okay? This is the South Hammond Starbucks, Kevin, the one in my neighborhood. Lindsay, you know this, right?
right off the highway.
And
Yeah.
so, like, I've recently become addicted to this new fix called iced coffee, and it's because of this
It's
guy,
a newfangled thing.
this freaking guy sitting across from me. And the thing is, he
I
knows
get one
I'm.
of these every day.
I have an addictive personality, so like once I start, I'm in. Like I'm in hard with that.
Like,
iced
for
coffee
example,
thing.
today I even had to make sure that, or Teresa made sure that we had new creamer for Tom when he was
Right.
here.
Wow.
Brand
Yes,
new,
thank you,
just
by the
so
way.
it wouldn't.
Appreciate
you're
it.
welcome.
It was
Bill
caramel
Lisa.
flavor, caramel
No.
flavored.
So I'm pulling into Starbucks because I'm doing these like 3 times a day now, right?
Oh my
like my fix, right?
Come on.
And I'm
It's like
with
a $20
Marissa
guy at Starbucks now.
in my Shelby, right? And I pull up to my normal parking spot. I don't park in the parking lot because it's too crowded.
It is
I have
very
like a
crowded
spot
there.
right outside. I park, and then I walk a little bit. I go in the
Smart.
store, walk out, and I avoid the whole.
And you do
chaos.
you do it
yeah,
in advance,
I walk
right?
in. It's like a 10-second. I'm
Just
in,
waiting
grab
for
my
ya.
shit, leave. Right.
Okay.
So like I get out of my Shelby though, and I am hit in the face with the most awful shit smell I've ever smelled. It was like not just. It's
Like
like
on a scale of
a
1 to
nuclear
100.
fart.
1 to 100.
Tom, there's a lot of Bethel people watching this. Can you use better language, please?
Sorry about that. It's like
I promise we're educated adults.
Can you say like sewage smell? We're losing
strong.
our audience.
I know how I know what sewage smells like because I'm a mayor and this is part of my job, and it's like raw sewage smell.
Okay.
It's intense.
We're
It's
already-
a Starbucks. It's a Starbucks. The Starbucks is like
You're just looking to get your coffee and leave.
I just want it, but I'm like, oh. So I like go in and I'm like, so like I'm soldiering on because I got to get my coffee, right? So I'm like, dude, like do not
Even
breathe.
That noxious smell.
Do
can't
not
get
breathe.
him
It's
off.
like a
Wait, can you-
15-second walk
Can
into
you smell
Starbucks.
it in the Starbucks?
Hold it. Like I don't know this yet. I'm just like, oh my god.
Oh, you're still in
right?
the parking lot.
Yes, and I'm like, what am I going to do? And I'm like, stop breathing, just walk in there, holding your breath like you're underwater, right?
Breathe
so I
through
hold
your
my
mouth.
breath,
Breathe through your mouth.
and I like get into the store, and I'm like, whew. And I get in the store, and I'm like, God damn! I grab my coffee. I'm like, what the hell is that smell? Excuse my language. What the hell is that smell out there? And they're like, I don't know, something with the city. They screwed something up.
No,
And
they
I'm like,
did not.
Yes, they did.
Told the mayor of the city.
They blame me. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't say. I'm like,
They said
what?
something with the city.
Yeah, the city did something wrong. They like turned the wrong valve or something. I'm like,
That is
what?
great.
Okay, hold on. If I know Tom,
Uh-huh.
the way this story is gonna go is you're gonna pull out your phone and like get to the bottom of
John
this.
knows
Better's
me
going to
well.
close down Starbucks, but he needs his iced coffee, so he's in a dilemma.
So I grab my iced coffee and I like hold my breath again and I walk back to the car. Okay, and I get into the car. I open up the car and I get down. But like, wait, there's like a water. And it's not raining. There's not raining. All around my car, like I'm in a puddle, right?
No.
And I walk through the puddle with my shoes out, and I walk through the puddle with my shoes in, and I get in the car, and Marissa's like, what in the hell is all over you? Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, it smells so bad in here.
Wait,
and
Marissa's
I'm like,
with you or
Marissa,
no?
yeah, she's in the car waiting the whole time. And I'm like, Marissa, it's all over out here. It's like everywhere. Like, I don't know what it is. And she's like, what are you going to do about it? And I'm like, what do you mean? What am I going to do about it? It's not my. I just got
Did
my
you say it
coffee.
was the city's fault?
It's like a Saturday, dude. I'm like, what? And she's like, Tom, you have to call. You have to do something. You're the mayor. This is like, there's something wrong.
And did you tell her that they said it was the city's
Yes,
fault?
I told her. Said it was the city's fault. And I knew it wasn't our fault, right? And I'm like, God dang! it. But there was
I would
obviously
love to
something
be a
wrong.
fly in the wall. Tom was
I
probably
was
just so
pissed.
fired up.
I was so pissed. And then Marissa's like not letting me get off. She's like, hun, you have to do something about this. There's something wrong.
Right.
Like, and I'm like, God, like, so I like call up work and I call up sanitary district and I tell them what's going on, right? And so like Jeff is like, okay,
And
he's
who's
in
Jeff?
the area. Jeff Massey, he lives close to me and he works for the district. He's like the main technical guy at the district. He's like, let me go check it out real quick, Mayor, because everybody's on this text chain, including you.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff shoots out there. And he parks and he takes a picture of where I parked. And he's like, dude, this is all raw sewage right over here.
Oh.
I pulled my freaking Shelby into raw sewage,
And your
basically.
feet.
And it was
Twice.
it was like 2 inches deep of like,
Oh.
and then like basically it wasn't the city's fault. It was
was not
Starbucks.
the city's
It was
fault.
a private lift station that Starbucks operates, and it overflowed everywhere.
What does
It,
that
like,
mean? Private lift station.
They have their own lift station to get their sanitary waste out of their building into our system.
Wow.
Right, and it backfilled and just
So they say it
overflowed.
lifts. It like actually literally pushes it into our system so that it can
True.
go to the sewer department.
So
Or the sanitary
basically,
district, rather.
they couldn't operate like this, and they shut down the entire building. It's still shut down right now. But that was and
Starbucks
then-
is shut down? You
Yeah.
really did shut down Starbucks?
Yeah, I did not. I called in a problem that was a major problem. It's probably a health violation.
Holy cow.
And yes, I did drink that iced coffee.
That's how obsessed he is with
Yes,
it.
man. I didn't need this a new addiction in my life, Kevin.
Well, what about the car?
Yeah.
Oh, the car was covered in shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
this is
what
what
about
I
the
do.
inside with your shoes?
Oh
and-
yeah, I had to get
You threw
everything.
the shoes away, right?
I had to get everything like fumigated, like the
Oh,
car,
boy.
the
Details.
inside.
Yeah.
I parked in the garage,
Oh.
and then I came out like a half hour later,
Oh,
and the entire
man.
garage smelled like somebody. Dropped.
Marissa's probably like, Tom.
Dude, it was horrible. I'm like, what I won't do for this damn city. I parked my prized Shelby in a pile of crap.
Marissa's in chat. She
Yes.
sa's it was her car, not the Shelby. Can we
Oh,
get some clarification on
wow. So wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
this? Hold on. Was she not
Look at
supposed to
Tom.
call you out?
I'm just shaking his
Yes,
head.
she's not supposed to call me out.
Oh,
Like,
no.
you didn't wanna-
I could
you
start
didn't wanna-
talking a lot more because I tried to shield my wife from embarrassment.
You didn't want to say it was her car.
No, I could talk about a lot of
Embarrassment,
things.
You
Yeah.
messed up her
But like
car.
I like to change it so that my wife's not embarrassed.
Right,
So-
right.
And then
Well-
she calls me out on it. It's really nice.
Chat is better.
This is
than-
why this is medium
No,
quality
like,
entertainment.
No,
I mean, it just
honestly,
defines
no.
it.
This is it. If I actually tell the truth with this story, then I go home and she's like, "I can't believe you told my business
About
right?"
my- now
so
everyone's
I
gonna think
so
my
I
car
changed
stinks.
the story so that I don't embarrass her, and then she makes me look like an asshole. So.
And now she's going to be upset.
And
It
a
was,
liar,
Marissa's,
and a
it was
liar.
Marissa's red car. Think about that when you see it, okay? When Marissa pulls her red car up, it was parked in a pile of shit, okay? So if you want to take a ride in the car, think about that, all right? So
I'm crying.
Now she's going to be upset with you for
yes,
this.
no,
Yeah.
dude, I cannot win.
you're-
The only way I can win is to get off a lock
It's a
pod.
lose-lose.
Oh my god,
That was a great story, though.
That was.
Thank
Even
you.
in your Shelby,
I'm
it
in
was a good
trouble for
story.
sure when I got out today.
Tom's like, I'm just going to drink my iced coffee.
I was trying to.
Oh,
I
that
was
was
trying to
great.
shield my wife from this story.
She's calling you out.
I still don't
Obviously.
think that she should
Obviously.
be embarrassed. I think this was still all your fault.
It was
Now
my-
no
now
one's-
Starbucks is
no,
closed because
dude, it
of
wasn't
you.
my fault. It was Starbucks' fault.
That was
Yeah.
really good, by the way.
It
Thank
was-
you for that story.
And
that,
I fixed
that made my
it.
morning.
I fixed it. I fixed it.
I was
That was important.
cry
for me.
laughing. Thank
Yes.
you.
John Bowditch said, "Never let the facts get in the way of a good story."
Yeah.
So
Amen.
embarrassing. Thanks, hon.
It's coming from a police officer. Be careful.
Who was also at Fan Appreciation.
Because
Yes,
I
he
know.
was.
Because honestly, Marissa is a lot more private than I am. I'm not private at all. I don't know if you guys have gotten that, but Marissa is very private. So I tried to shield her from LOCPod stories.
work.
You know, it did not work. So
All right, let's get to this Kesha review.
yes,
Ooh, what everyone's
I mean,
waiting
this is
for.
what the. Why do you think we've got
Hey,
such a big
so-
crowd today?
I'm a woman who
You are.
was in high school in 2010. That's when I graduated, but like leading up 2006 to 2010 was my high school career, and there was a female artist named Kesha who was huge. It was her, it was Lady Gaga. Those were like the only things that you could hear on the internet or on the radio. So of course when she started to go on tour, she hasn't been in like 15 years. I grabbed tickets. I took
When-
my buddy Sam.
Just the two of you?
Here's a great
Just the
picture.
two
Look
of
at you
us.
It's a
guys.
great picture.
Wonderful
Look at this.
picture.
That's us.
Brian
You know,
doesn't.
glitters-
Brian doesn't like Kesha.
I mean, it's not his bag. She's a pop star.
I wouldn't. Is that's the world too, right?
What do you mean?
Tinley Park.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
you
the
could tell.
Tinley Park.
You could
That's
tell
my
because of the-
favorite venue ever.
It is. If you're sitting there, it's a great
And
venue.
I got really nice tickets. I didn't know I got nice tickets. We were like right there on the railing. It
Oh,
was
cool.
awesome.
And like under the, you weren't on the
I was
lawn.
under
You're
the
into
awning.
the.
We always
Wow.
get chairs. I'm,
the thing about
special.
Tinley, I
to
forget
sit
how
down.
big that place is.
Huge.
Because I'm used to like the Pav, and I'm used to the one in Indianapolis, and then you go to Tinley, and it is
Honestly,
massive.
it is my favorite venue to go to for big shows. You can.
What's the capacity there, guys? Let's do an estimation.
I think they had at Creed. They were sold out, and they were at 25.
I was going to say, actually, that's exactly the number I was
Same.
going to say,
Okay.
25.
I was going to say 30, so we're
I
on
think
the same
yeah,
ballpark.
Creed. It was packed.
Tom, and Indy, you said the Indy one is small. I thought the one that we.
Deer
like,
Creek?
that's
28?
huge, I thought.
28,000
not
is
as
their
big as
cap.
the
Not
Well,
as big
There
as
you go.
Tinley.
Okay, I was closer than you guys, technically.
28,000.
Do Deer Creek, John. See what
Or it's called something else now.
it's called
with an R.
Rower?
Center, something like that.
I don't know what
Deer
you're talking
Creek.
about.
It'll go. What's Deer
Oh,
Creek?
you're right.
Wow.
Yeah.
25.
Ruoff.
Ruoff Center, yeah.
Well, the good thing about
Well, I
Tinley,
mean, they're
though, is
both
that
big.
if you want to splurge, you can get like box seats.
Yes.
If you want to splurge a little bit, you can get like seats.
Under the awning.
But then there's the lawn
Yeah.
where you can bring a blanket
For like
and
50
rent
bucks.
rent some chairs,
Uh-huh.
and you can just chill.
And if
they
it
have
rains, you
screens.
lose $50.
You do.
Yeah, but I
Right.
mean that's kind of the toss up. It's
Right.
they have their own bars back there.
I agree with you,
It's
Linz.
awesome.
It's a good venue in that regard. You could like,
And
if you
even
don't
if it
love the
rains,
band, like
they
if I went to
try.
Kesha, I wouldn't spend $300 on a seat up there. I'd probably do $50 chill in the
Actually, I
back.
was surprised at how affordable. I spent $70 a ticket to sit, and I was pretty much at the railing,
Yeah.
so they could see me really, or I could see really well. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's a great. I haven't been there in years. I remember.
It seems like once a year I go to that venue.
I
go
have
to that
not
venue
been
like
there in a
4 or
while.
5
I saw
times a
Snoop
year.
and Wiz Khalifa there. I was
Recent,
scouting.
like a year or two ago.
That was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Warple and I went, and we were scouting Snoop at the time because
Mm-hmm.
that was when we were playing our Snoop games. And then I was looking at Wiz Khalifa too, actually, as a possible fest act, and
I love Wiz.
I realized that he's probably too big for us that night. I realized
Yeah.
this guy's probably too
28,000. at the,
and 28,000 fans, and I was like, okay, they're here for Snoop, right? Because Wiz was 1st.
Mhm.
The entire place was jamming to Wiz,
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
and I
Well,
realized he's
Wiz
not playing the
Khalifa's
festival.
amazing.
He's not playing the festival for a couple years.
Well-
Got to wait for a scandal or something before he'll come play with
He's
us.
on his way down. Let's get him. Let's.
So anyway, so
Yes.
let's get back to my review.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
we can-
Kesha is playing, obviously appealing to my generation. I'm a little south or a little north of 30, but there was surprisingly a lot of like younger, like teenage girls there. I was surprised. I didn't even realize that they knew who she was because she was kind of like a blip on the radar for about 5 years. They weren't alive then, but the opening act actually was a band called the Scissor Sisters, and they were freaking amazing.
Is this them?
No,
Okay.
you have two pieces of footage of Kesha only.
right,
Scissor
let's see.
Sisters took me
See
by
it.
surprise.
I really
we go.
hope one of these clips is "Because Your Love Is My Drug."
Oh,
I don't
nice
think
job.
so.
She didn't do that one?
She
Okay.
did.
Okay.
Cause we make the hipsters fall in love when we get our hot pants on and up. And yes, of course we do. We run in this town just like a club. You wanna mess with us, that Jesus on my necklace. What's that glitter on my eyes? Start me
crazy thing
fun.
about Kesha, the reason why she hasn't toured in like 15 years is because she was in like a really intense legal battle
Right.
with her label that she was
Dow.
with.
We're going to
That's gonna
talk
be a
about that
theme.
in the second
Stay tuned.
Second stage.
Yeah,
second
so
segment.
she only has partial rights to a lot of the songs that people
Mm.
are
That's funny.
big
Sounds
fans
Lindsey,
of.
we're
familiar.
literally going to talk about John Fogerty with the same thing in
so
the second segment.
she doesn't have permission to use the entire songs, so she took the parts that she wrote that she was able to
That's
prove that
awesome.
she could write, and then she remastered them
Wow.
with different music.
That's awesome.
And
Interesting.
she interspersed it with some of her more newer music that she's been writing lately on her own label, which was really cool.
All
it
right.
was a really great way to like.
That's cool.
Let's see.
Although-
Let's see clip 2, John.
Yeah.
Come to life, looking for something wild. And now we're looking like pimps in my gold
Nice light
chains.
show.
I'm got a water bottle full of whiskey in my hand. Got my drunk text, I'll regret it in the home. But tonight I don't.
Although
That's cool.
this is called like the Topless Tour, right?
Tits Out Tour.
Whoa.
Hello.
Whoa.
They're not out though, or were
Whoa.
they? Did they at some point?
I saw a number of boobies.
Welcome to
You
LOCPod.
did?
Yeah.
There were a number of boobies.
Why didn't
Whoa.
we go? John?
Midwest Most
now
Dangerous
now we
Podcast.
learn about it. Now we learned that it was the.
Is it
No.
too late to
The
catch this
tease
tour?
out.
No, I
tour.
told you.
Yeah.
I told you guys. I said it live on the show. That's why they're asking for it,
Yeah.
because I said I was going, and I said it was the Tits
Your
Out
dad doesn't
Tour.
I
wanna
thought
know.
that was just a LOCPod thing.
Nope.
Yeah.
That
Can we
is
get tickets
what it's
to the
called.
show?
Yeah. We
Why
can
did
catch
you
him in
tell us?
Milwaukee.
Yeah, why
It
didn't
was
you tell us?
awesome.
We'll catch him in
All right.
Milwaukee.
We're going to Milwaukee
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
I think it's like right away.
Yeah.
Everybody get
I'm
in the
skipping the
car.
fest.
Let's go.
All right, listen, we've got a show. We got to get to the second segment before we get to the fetches who are coming on the third segment.
They
Um,
don't appreciate
As if
We
that's
do.
not part of the show.
We do.
Kevin said we have a show to get to after
No,
your
do.
segment.
No, we're.
Lindsey.
I think
I
what
meant
Kevin
the
meant
the
to
rest
say.
of the
audience
show
was
to get
asking
to.
for this.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I meant the rest of the show.
This is a spicy episode, man.
All right, let's go ahead and cover some ads. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about Tom's helpful suggestions. It used to be called Tom's middle finger. So
But today,
today it's Tom's helpful suggestions. And then we got to talk about something that Lindsey just brought up. John Fogerty, a lawsuit that he had that allows him to play CCR songs tonight. So let's start off with Power in Indiana Lake County, our premier tomorrow night, our premier and studio sponsor. Power in Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's most trusted electricians. At Power in Indiana Lake County, we set the standard for excellence in electrical work. As IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors, we ensure safety, reliability, and quality for Northwest Indiana corporations, businesses, and homes alike. But our mission goes beyond the job site. We're creating a brighter future for the region we proudly serve. Power in Indiana Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community. Find the right electrical contractor at powerindiana.org.
Calumet Brewing. Michelob Ultra, the official sponsor of the PGA, is a superior light beer with ultra smooth taste. This refreshingly crisp light lager has only 95 calories and 2.6 carbs, making it the perfect beer on the golf course or at the 19th hole. Check out the new Ultra Zero with only 29 calories, making it the perfect zero alcohol beer for any time of the day. Head over to the Cal Brew or Michelob Ultra websites and social media pages for more info on this great family of beers. Enjoy the Michelob Ultra lifestyle with beers and cheers responsibly.
Kuklakis Law. Are you facing legal challenges and don't know where to turn? Look no further than Kuklakis Law, your trusted source for legal advice in Indiana and Illinois. Do you need representation, buying or selling real estate? Call Kuklakis Law. Do you need help forming your business? Call Kuklakis Law. Did you get injured in a car crash or at your job? Call Kuklakis Law. No matter what your legal issue, call 219-671-6347 for a free consultation. Who are you going to call? Kuklakis, Hablamos Espanol. And I do want to mention, because I forgot, Harris Kuklakis was at the
You mentioned him.
I did?
mentioned
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you did.
Great.
Yeah, it was great to see him.
Yes, it was great.
MCR Partners, another one.
Matt and Mara Reardon were
Matt
there.
and Mara Reardon were there also. MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning. With a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on, they're your go-to comprehensive solution providers. Dive into the world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through the maze of opportunities. Stay in the loop and connected by hitting up their website at mcrpartnersllc.com for tailored assistance. Don't hesitate to reach out to Matt Reardon at 219-741-9511.
Tortillas Nuevo Leon is the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for Tortilla Nuevo Leon's popular red and white label at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia, de todo corazón.
good finale for the season for you.
She does have a pep in her step.
I agree
I tried
totally.
not
like,
to
I'm out.
dance. I'm
I'm
tired
out.
of
Yep.
dancing.
Later,
Like
boys.
last day of school.
Later, boys.
Honestly, I usually when I get here, I just want to go straight to bed. So
Not today.
Later, boys, and some gals, as Trump would say.
Yes. Oh, boy. Misprint Printing. Elevate your brand with Misprint, the premier printing and sign solution in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana with a 30-year legacy of excellence. Their experienced team, led by Rick Baltonsberger, combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing. Always on time, within budget, conveniently located in Munster and Hammond. Misprint is your partner for creating impactful visual solutions that leave a lasting impression. Visit them at misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today.
Thanks to our sponsors.
Including our studio sponsor, Power in Indiana, Lake County.
All right, so we're going to do the segment we used to call Tom's Middle Finger, and we thought that might have been a little too rough. So now we call it Tom's Helpful Suggestions.
We need like some pleasant music.
Yeah,
for that,
right.
right?
This one involves Marissa, so it's
That's Tom on the road.
Tom's Helpful Suggestions, right? This one involves Marissa, which is always dangerous. So
Is it you sure? I mean, is Marissa
no,
gonna
I mean
call you
I'm
out
not
again?
sure. No, she's gonna call me up. All right, so
I
there we go.
wasn't there.
Yes. So this is always dangerous for me to cover these types of stories. But so this happened the other day, and it's a business story. And I'm like a business person. I'm business oriented. I like to make money, and I like it when businesses make money, and I'm always like trying to help them out to help make money.
Sure.
Okay, because that's their job, right?
You've done that before on many
I do.
occasions.
I get frustrated.
Buffalo Wild Wings,
Right.
jalapenos.
Yeah.
You've discussed these.
So here we
places.
are. So I have another helpful suggestion. This is for Cracker Barrel and Hammond.
Wow.
And I'm sure it applies to all Cracker Barrels
Throughout
across
the country. Okay.
But this one happened to happen in Hammond.
All right.
That was hard to say.
Good alliteration
Happened to
there.
happen in Hammond. Okay, so Saturday morning, and I just got done running this race, the Roadie Run.
Look at
okay?
you.
I did a 28:40, by the way. I'm very
Nerd.
proud of that.
Nice.
Got you
28.
medaled.
I medaled. I left early because I never medal. I mean, I'm 56, still doing this stuff, so it's all right.
Good job.
So Marissa and I are driving home, and we're like, hey, let's get a little breakfast on the way home, right? So we threw a loop. We never go to Cracker Barrel. We always do the wheel, usually do the wheel, but we'll do like local breakfast places. But we were like, we're going to the Cracker Barrel to
Celebrate.
It's a special day.
Yeah,
right?
you guys. And by the way,
It's time
Marissa
to
medaled too.
splurge.
Both medaled.
We both medaled. I didn't even know it, but and we're like, let's go to Cracker Barrel, get some grits, right? So we go over there, and Marissa is in full Saturday mode. She just got done running. She already worked out. It's freaking 9 a.m. Marissa's like, honey, I'm gonna get a mimosa, and
Look
I'm
at that.
like,
Talk about celebrating.
Her
I'm
car
like-
just got cleaned.
and I'm like, let's go. You get that mimosa. I'm not gonna get one because I don't really drink that much. So I'm just chilling with my coffee and RJ, and Marissa gets a mimosa. So the waitress comes up and she takes our order, and Marissa's like, I'll take a mimosa, and she's like, can I have your ID, please? And Marissa's like, oh, I don't have it because I just got done running a race. I'm in my race gear. I got my number on, everything, right? We just came in here, and she's like, well, I mean, keep in mind, Marissa and I are grandparents, okay? Marissa's pushing, let's just say, in the 50-ish ballpark, okay?
You're definitely getting in trouble for that.
No, I'm not.
She's north of 40, but she still looks pretty young.
north of 40,
I'd
south of
card her.
60,
There you go.
right, somewhere right in the middle, okay? So, let's just say right around there, okay? And I mean, we both look like we're not under 21.
Sure.
Right?
Not even.
I don't look
I mean, I
21,
don't think
right?
you. I mean, this is no disrespect to anybody,
course.
but none of us look like we're even,
Thank you.
except Lindsey, 30.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Okay?
Fuck you, dude.
So we're in
People
there.
think
Sorry,
I'm
dude. Sorry,
still in
John.
college.
So we're in there, and we have no purse, no wallet. I have my wallet on me, but I have the Apple Wallet, which has all my IDs and my
Okay.
credit card. So it's no big
Jail
deal,
Wallace
right?
with you, everything.
Yeah.
Right?
So Marissa's like, okay, but could I have the mimosa anyway? And the lady's like, no, you can't have the mimosa. You don't have your ID. And I
pushed
interject.
it? Pushed it?
No, she's like, no, I can't give it to you. That's company policy. And I'm like, okay, ma'am. I'm like,
Wait. So are you talking directly to this woman now?
yes.
Okay.
I'm like shocked
The
because
server.
this is when the business side of Tom starts coming out. It's like, this is a dumb policy, ma'am, because she is clearly not under 21. And that's the goal of the policy. The goal of your stupid policy is to make sure that you're not serving underage people, right?
Sure.
She's clearly not underage. I get it. You want to be vigilant, right? But what do you do in a situation like this where she's clearly not under 21, but she doesn't have her ID?
What if she was 85?
Exactly. What if she's 85
Sorry,
and doesn't have her
ma'am.
ID?
Nope.
Sorry, you don't have your ID.
What?
So is the law say you can't drink without an ID?
No.
Or does the law say you can't drink unless you're
Can't
21?
serve anyone under 21.
Right.
And,
so
I mean-
she straight up didn't serve Marissa the mimosa.
Wow.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, Marissa knows when I'm about to go. And she's like, don't worry about it, honey. It's cool. Because I'm like, are you look at her. I'm like, she's not 21. Right? We're grandparents. Like, are you serious? You're not going to serve her a mimosa?
So I know
they're like, sorry, sir, it's company policy.
That's crazy.
I
do know this from going to the liquor board hearings. Like you're the kind of unwritten. Well, maybe it's a written rule for all I know, but you're supposed to card anybody under 40. And I mean, again. I mean, like,
I
even
think
if
she
you
could easily pass as under 40.
well,
Easy.
sure, I agree with that. But
Marissa, I got your back.
She's
girl.
not going to pass for under 21.
The goal of the policy is to stop underage drinking. They did not stop underage drinking that day. They did not. That's the goal of the policy, right?
Right.
And they lost money, by the way.
They lost money. And this little stupid example that we're talking about, multiplied over every Cracker Barrel and every customer like Marissa that walks in a similar situation, it costs them millions of dollars.
Yeah.
A stupid policy like that costs them millions. If I was the CEO of Cracker Barrel and I saw that, I'd be so pissed off. I'd be like, do you have any common sense? What if she was
that's
80?
what I mean. It's like a common sense. Here comes the Red
What
Hat
if she was
Society
85?
and all the 80 or 85-year-olds come
Right?
in. Sorry, ladies.
Sorry, sucker. You don't have your ID. Get
No
out of here,
mimosas
ma'am.
for you.
Go to the B&B and then come back and we'll talk, right?
They basically have their own convenience store attached to their restaurants. I'm sure they're not missing out on that
But
much cash.
but your
It
job
all
as a
counts.
business is to sweep in everything you can get. And
Absolutely.
this policy prevents them from sweeping in easy money.
Lindsay's sticking up for Cracker
We
Barrel.
could have had a $20 watered
They're
down
not
orange juice
going
mimosa.
bankrupt because of this shit,
They would have charged
you
us
know?
$20 for something that's worth $1, and they did. They passed that
And because,
opportunity up.
I mean, the restaurants do make a ton of money on
course.
liquor, right?
That's how they
so
make it.
Right. And so, like, I'm just saying, I agree with you. Number one, multiply that policy around the
Mm-hmm.
country. And number two, you could make people, like, let's say, the guy sitting across from me, a little PO'd at your restaurant, and you may not go back right away.
I'm
Think
going
about
back
the
to the wheel.
customer experience.
I'm sorry
There
to
you
the
go.
wheel.
There you
I
go.
apologize.
Yep.
I'm never going back.
Locally
to,
owned, by the
I'm
way.
not going back to the freaking franchise.
They
Going
would have
to
given
the
Marissa
wheel.
a mimosa.
Dude, they would have given Marissa shots of tequila.
All right, the
Probably
wheel's got to
would've.
be a sponsor now.
The wheel has got to be a sponsor now.
I love the wheel.
I
by
love the wheel
way.
too. I don't know why
I
we.
go in there for a soup salad and some bread rolls.
The
Oh
wheel
my
is the
gosh.
best.
Yes.
Like,
I-
why did I pass up the wheel?
I will love the
'Cause
wheel
you're-
when they sponsor us.
Okay,
I love the
Right
wheel.
now, I'm on the fence.
I love the wheel regardless.
I love
I
the
do
wheel,
too.
but sponsor us.
Elias, are you listening?
Okay,
Please.
we're gonna tease up tomorrow's show, John Fogerty's show, a little bit. It goes back to what Lindsey brought up earlier about Kesha and how she's in a lawsuit with her recording artists. This is for over a decade. John Fogerty didn't perform his Creedence Clearwater Revival songs. Think about it; these are his songs. John was numbed by the betrayals of his record company and his bandmates, and it was a sad time for him and the fans. It was a very painful time in his life because music is everything to John Fogerty. And then he gets sued for sounding like himself. It seems impossible, however it happened. It was brought by his label, Saul Zaentz and Fantasy Records. Zaentz actually testified in the trial. The bass player from Creedence Clearwater Revival came into the office and told Saul, "You should sue John. He is ripping off Creedence with his new song, claiming it sounds like his old song, Run Through the Jungle."
What was the new song?
I was
Oh,
trying to
wait,
think-
it was Old Man Down the Road.
Old Man Down the
Yeah,
Road?
well, it was Old Man Down the Road and Run Through the Jungle. Yep, those were the two.
Really?
Yep.
And we can't play Old Man Down the
No,
Road?
no,
Okay.
no.
But anyway, so that song sounded too much like Run to the Jungle, caused litigation that ultimately ended up where John couldn't play Creedence Clearwater Revival songs.
Yeah, I think so from what I know about this, I think he chose not to because it was
He
just
was
going to
so
give Saul,
sour?
Zantz money for him doing it.
Got you.
Yeah, because
so if he played it,
he-
they would get royalties.
Right. And so he had signed away his rights to the songs like in the late 60s, and then he was so ticked at what had happened, he just decided, I'm not playing these. And
So-
then Saul Zantz sued him on top of all that.
So Saul took John to court, and on the stand, John explained how the creative process works. He won the case. Fogerty did. Fogerty's defense set a legal precedent for all artists. They now have the quote-unquote Fogerty defense, which protects artists from being sued for sounding like themselves. A victory for artistic freedom forever.
Yeah, I think I remember the judge said something like an artist can't plagiarize yourself or something like that. And the other thing about him taking the stand is I believe he took his guitar up there and kind of did an expert demonstration
How
for
cool.
the jury. I mean, what jury's gonna be? Oh yeah, we're gonna fight against
Yeah,
you, John
that
Fogerty.
concert sucked.
That sounds like
I got like a
Yeah.
private John
What?
Fogerty concert. serving my
But
local
the cool
community.
thing is he's back, right? He's doing it now, Tom.
Well,
He's-
in 1987, at the Vietnam tribute concert, Fogerty broke his silence for the
Oh.
vets. Moved by the emotional connection to his music and their shared experience, he, for one night only, played his songs for the vets. A very special night. It would be almost another decade before he would play his songs again. all the more special the celebration of his music is now that we have John back singing his songs and having the best time of his life. Come celebrate with John in 2025. Book your tickets now to see John Fogerty tomorrow night live at Hammond's Festival of the Lakes.
FestivalLakes.com. Check it out. It's obviously free admission if you want to come sit out in the grass, but VIP experience upgrades are available at FestivalLakes.com. John Fogerty, American legend, icon, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer,
I already told
is
our
going to be at Wolf Lake in Hammond tomorrow night.
We told the staff yesterday. I sat everybody down and said, we deal with all kinds of artists at the festival, but John Fogerty's a freaking legend, and I want you to treat him like he's a freaking legend when he gets there, because he's a freaking legend. And by the way, this is the top selling show already for the fest, and hopefully it stays that way. But tomorrow night's going to be a big night.
Get your parking in advance.
Yep.
$40 or $20 online.
It's going to be
get
epic.
Your VIP experience passes, or show up and sit on the grass for free.
And I had a friend that saw the concert in Florida, I believe, and told me that the entire concert is Creedence Clearwater songs.
It's going to be hit after hit.
And then there's one song that's not. It's Centerfield.
Okay. Proud Mary, Fortunate Son.
Dude, like tomorrow night.
Old Man
Hammond,
down
Indiana.
the road.
So, all right, let's go ahead and do some ads. And then when we come back, we're going to have Matt, Nicole, and Bryce Fech to talk about a story that shocks the conscious, that it happens in 2025, and it just burns me up that this kind of crap is still going on. That's why when we see this kind of outrageous stuff, we want to bring it on LOCPod and expose it so that we all are smarter for it. So, but let's start off with Cantrell and Cantrell, sponsors of the show. I think just about every season we've been on the air. Cantrell and Cantrell, attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? If so, give Cantrell and Cantrell a call and schedule your consultation with somebody who's in the court and at the jail every day. They're in a new location on Indianapolis Boulevard right now. I don't have the address off the top of my head, but it's the former law office of Randy Gottschalk. John Cantrell and his wife Kristen are located on that location. Call John Cantrell at 219-554-4LAW. That's 219-554-4529, or visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife Kristen make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
Branding Room Floor. Don't let your business get lost in the shuffle of generic branding and aimless marketing. Trust Northwest Indiana's award-winning full-service marketing agency, the Branding Room Floor.
Lindsey's getting them.
Yeah, but I want Tom to go as well. Okay. So, providing data-driven results to help your business grow in a crowded market is their specialty. From website development, digital advertising to graphic design and branding, the Branding Room Floor will set your business organization on a clear path to strategic success. Don't wait another day to get started. Visit thebrandingroomfloor.com. Thank you, Cynthia.
So Lindsey's getting the guess.
Okay.
Is that what is going on, John?
Yeah, that's what she went and did. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
The Bug Guys Pest Control, firefighter-owned, pest-destroying professionals. We don't just fight fires, we fight bugs with bad attitudes. We bring justice to creepy crawlers, no contracts, no mercy, just bug-busting, home-protecting, creepy-crawly-crushing service, serving all of Northwest Indiana. Call Brian or Craig today for your free estimate, 219-810-7481. The Bug Guys, making your house a no-fly zone since, well, now.
Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious tap room and outdoor patio serving its award-winning craft beer, a chef-driven food menu, and craft cocktails on draft. Their brewing equipment and production facility offer a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, or corporate parties. With their new food truck, they can cater to your corporate and private events off-site. Just off of 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit. Discover more at bywaybrewing.beer. Pressmer Insurance Agency. For decades, the Ron J. Pressmer Insurance Agency has been located right on Indianapolis Boulevard, serving all your insurance needs. Pressmer Agency specializes in a wide range of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, life, and much more. The Pressmer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie today at 219-844-0103. They're here to protect what matters most to you. All right.
All right. Thanks to our sponsors, and welcome to the studio. We have Bryce Fech, Matt Fech, and Nicole Fech as well. Thank you very much.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having us.
Look at that.
Welcome
Hey,
to
Nicole.
LOCPod.
Hi.
It's good to see you.
good to see
Yes, it's been a while.
Bryce
Yeah.
is here. What's up, Bryce?
Hi.
Hi,
Get that
Bryce.
microphone
Pull
right.
the microphone up.
There
here.
you go.
I told
Yeah.
Jay, make sure it's all up in your face.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I actually literally place it against my face.
What's up,
It's
Matt?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you for having us.
Matt's hiding back here.
That's
Yeah.
all right. We, don't
We
have any, we only have 4 seats.
We've never had 3 guests before. This is the first time in LOCPod history.
I told you, my mom said I had the face for radio, not television. So.
You're back by John. And what? John's got
I
a
got
beautiful
nothing.
face.
It's all right.
So this story came out, I think it was about a week ago in the Post-Tribune. Is that true,
About
Nicole?
2, yeah.
2
a week
weeks
ago, yeah.
It was
Well,
one
it
of those
happened maybe about 3 weeks ago.
No.
This is one of those stories, when I read it, I was instantly furious. Just like, I couldn't believe it. that in 2025, this kind of hate is still out there, and the fact that it's coming from a church just burned me up. I know I know many hundreds or thousands of people across the Chicagoland area felt exactly the same way. So I want to thank you very much for being in here, Bryce.
Thank you for having me.
Now, how do you want to tell the story, Nicole, Bryce?
Sure, we can do it together.
Okay.
We when Matt and I moved back here to the region, the first thing we did was find a church, and Bryce wasn't even in existence yet. So we immediately started serving, and I served in the children's ministry. And then we got pregnant with Bryce, and so
that was at Bethel.
That was at Bethel.
In Crown
so
Point,
we started at Bethel and Crown Point on
Gotcha.
Broadway.
So
Okay.
you guys have been in this church for 15, 16 years now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
since the
That
beginning.
makes it even
The
much
very
worse.
beginning.
Yeah.
I even had Pastor Steve DeWitt's child at my table and taught her as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was her leader.
This
So involved in the church. You're just not going on Sunday, Nicole.
No.
Before
your
Bryce is
family
even around.
Your
Oh,
family's
right,
involved
yeah.
in the church.
Absolutely.
Believable.
And they
Absolutely.
watched Bryce grow up and got to know
By
you
the
guys
way,
real well. And
Very much so. And
That
Kenna, my
sucks.
daughter, my son, they all served. So they all went through the Awana program. And then Bryce started as soon as he was 3.
Yeah.
And then once they were all done, it only goes up to 6th grade. 6th grade?
So is Awana like
grade.
what we
Yeah.
would think of as like Sunday school or CCD?
Yeah, on Wednesday
or
nights. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got
On
it.
Wednesday nights, they come together. We give devotions. They say their Bible verses, fellowship, have fun, play games, all that good stuff.
great.
Right.
And so once they graduated from the program, all 3 of my kids served as leaders. And then Bryce was the last one to do that, as he's the youngest.
You're like a
And-
dream part of the congregation, because most churches I know are just begging for
Oh,
volunteers
for
like this.
sure.
And your family, you're like your entire family's participating in the church.
Yeah.
Every week. Every
Like
week.
every kid, every member of the family is like helping the church move forward.
Absolutely. And we attended their churches and, all the other extracurricular and fun things as well. So Bryce served his first year, and then his second year, the kiddos loved him so much that they gave him his own table. So he was a leader all by himself at age 12, and he also gave devotions sometimes to the kiddos in front of everybody.
So Bryce, this is
very
a place
involved.
that you feel very welcome,
Yeah.
and it sounds like you're devoted to the church just as much as you feel the church community is
Yeah.
devoted to you.
I mean, we went every week, and it was kind of like a second home because we went so much. We were always there for every activity that we could. And I had my own table, and I would teach the kids.
Tell us what it means by having your own table, because it sounds like that's a big deal.
So Wednesday nights, Awanas, I was in there as a little kid, and then when you are in middle school, you can be a leader and teach the kids. And I had my own table by myself with like 6 little kids that I taught all by myself.
So a big
Aw.
compliment to you and what the church believes you are
Yes.
representing,
And
right?
by
Because
the way-
they trust you to teach younger kids what you learned when you were that age.
We've been around you
Right.
10 minutes, and I could tell you're a leader already. Honestly, you have the qualities that drip off of you.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you be in front of young kids? Like, I've been around you 10 minutes, and I could tell already.
And how old are you?
So,
I'm 14.
That's
now.
amazing. Same way. I can tell. Yeah, you could just tell. He's like kind of commanding the room already, right?
right.
So it's awesome. All right, so back to the story. Sorry about that.
Oh, no. And so we just kept on doing what we were doing. And then Bryce came out to us
2023.
2023.
Which has got to be incredibly hard. First off, you were about 12 at the time.
So we were
How hard?
all,
Like, when I was 12, I mean, I can't imagine making an adult decision like that, Bryce.
Yeah.
And talking to your parents, which had to be one of the hardest things you've ever dealt with, right?
I felt very comfortable telling my parents as well, and nothing changed. I came out, they were like, okay.
Well, you have
Great.
cool parents. And you have a great family. By the way, I'm lucky enough to know your family real well, and I know your father really well, and you have just a wonderful family. So, like, I could totally see you being comfortable. But, like,
Yeah.
I think for a lot of 12-year-olds, that right there is probably one of the toughest decisions they ever make. I know many adults that have trouble coming
Yeah.
out like that,
Easy. Yeah.
right?
How long did you think about that decision to tell your parents?
Well, a year.
Okay.
I wanted to tell them, but I was always too nervous too,
Sure.
and I never knew the right time.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the day before Easter with my mom, and I just kind of blurted it out, and she's like, "What?" And then later that year, November, I was driving back from rehearsal with my dad, and I told him, and he was like, "I love you so much." We hugged, and then nothing really changed.
Yep.
So it was really great.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
So tell us then, Nicole, kind of, or I guess Nicole's being the narrator here. So.
I am the narrator. But Matt can chime in whenever.
So now we're at the point like where, Bryce is a leader in Awana or in the church in a way for the youth, right? And so kind of take us from there.
And his sister. And Ken is there every Wednesday doing the same thing as well. Absolutely.
Active members of the church.
Going to Twin Lakes camp every year, both of them.
From when he was a camper and then he became a leader in the camp, right?
Not in the camp, in the church, but they just went to the camp.
Gotcha.
And you don't have to be affiliated with Bethel to go to Twin Lakes camps. It's just a church camp.
Church camp, got it, sure. Matt, let me ask you a quick question. Yeah. So, like, just Bethel in general, I know you grew up Catholic, just like, Tom and I start practicing Catholics. I mean, tell us what you're, like, how would you describe Bethel as, like a congregation, as their doctrine? What would your description be?
When we were living in Ohio, we had found a church there by the name of Cedar Creek, and it was a non-denominational church. Nicole was raised Baptist, I was raised Catholic, and we thought it was a good middle ground. So when we came to Northwest Indiana, came back in 2009, we were looking for a similar atmosphere, and we found that in Bethel. We thought that it was going to be a place that was going to be welcoming for everybody. As you both know, my brother is gay, is married, and has a son. And so that part of the lifestyle was something that Nicole and I were both familiar with and didn't have an issue with in our lives. So, obviously we knew that Christian faith teaches against that, or that it's a sin. But it was something that Nicole and I felt very strongly about, and it wasn't at the forefront of what Bethel was teaching, at least in the sermons that we went to. Those topics never came up. It was really about introspect, about yourself, about making yourself better, how you can make your family stronger, things like that. And that particular topic was never something that was a primary issue that Bethel ever addressed.
Wow.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Yes.
Nicole.
So it was February of 2024. It was Valentine's Day. And I distinctly remember because my work schedule had changed. And so I told Melissa and my director, hey, put me on the sub list. Unfortunately, I teach on Wednesday nights this semester, but if you ever need me, let me try to make it work because I love it. Yeah. That's what I do. And so my director called me and said, hey, Nicole, is there any way that you can take on all the grades of the kids and give them their devotional time because it's Love Your Leader Night, and the executive leadership wants to love on the leaders, etc. I'm like, absolutely. Haven't been there for a hot minute. Let me do that. Really looking forward to it. So I am at work, and Melissa is texting me over and over again, hey, do you have time to meet today?
What's her position with the church?
She is the director of children's ministries.
Okay, so she's the head person at the church over children's ministries.
Yes.
All right.
And so she's saying, well, can we meet for coffee today? And it's like 11 o'clock. And I'm thinking, no, I got to get home. I think you had an ortho appointment. And then we had to go to church. So I just like, no, but, as soon as I get in the car, Melissa, I'll give you a ring. And so I call the kids and I'm like, what did you guys do?
Of course. Right. Regular mom reaction,
yes,
right?
I'm like, Melissa is calling me. And I even told her, I said, Melissa, I can't meet with you, but I will absolutely give you a ring as soon as I'm out of work. I said, and if it's about the kids, we'll make sure that we resolve it. No problem, right? So I immediately get in, well, let me back up for a hot second. So when I asked the kiddos, what did you guys do? Kenna started laughing and said, oh, watch her calling you because Bryce is now gay, or just making a joke out of it.
Right.
And then I get in the car and I call her. Wow. And I'm like, hi, Melissa. And she immediately says, Nicole, this conversation is going to be very difficult.
Oh, my goodness.
And in that moment, that moment.
You know where it's going.
100%. Yeah. And I just simply told her, well, it may be hard for you, but it's certainly not going to be hard for me.
Mm-hmm. Good for you.
And so she, to her credit, she was very gracious. She was very kind. She was very loving in the way that she approached me. But she at first she asked me to confirm it, and I confirmed that Bryce had come out to us. And then she asked me if I approved of it, and I'm like, absolutely, nothing has changed. And then she indicated that it goes against their doctrine and that he's not going to be able to serve. And she goes, does that mean I'm not going to see the Fech family around the church? And I said, well, I'm going to have to prayerfully consider that, Melissa.
That was nice of you.
That's very good.
I would have answered quickly. Yeah.
I was trying to not lose my Christianity.
That was really nice.
So I came home and had to break the news to Bryce that he can't go to church tonight. And I was supposed to speak. I was supposed to take care of everything that night so the leaders could be loved on.
Yeah, I see. As a parent, that's got to be so hard to tell your kid who you know loves the church.
Yes.
To tell
and he
him,
is
to
an
tell him
empath.
that.
He's my lover.
Yeah.
He's my lover-dover. So he's definitely an empath and very loving.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That had to be hard to tell him.
So shocking.
So how did you feel, Bryce, when you heard that from your mom?
It hurt. I was very shocked. But I don't know. I cried a little bit. And I always felt welcome there. And, like, two of my closest friends go to Bethel. So I don't know. I just felt I didn't know how to feel in the moment.
Mm-hmm. They could still be your close friends, bud.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lindsey, I didn't mean
No, but that's a kind of a strange position to be placed in as a 14-year-old. I mean, I taught 14-year-olds for 7 years, and like I don't see them facing these kinds of dilemmas very often.
I mean, it's a tough age to begin with.
Well, and remind you guys, he was only 12 and a half.
That's right.
So this
Wow.
was even
13.
before then, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
just
I'm going
turned
off
13.
your
Yeah,
current.
13.
So,
oh, you're right. 13.
Matt, when you do you find out shortly thereafter? And
I do.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm upset about the situation, concerned for how Bryce is going to handle this. Because if you've ever met Bryce, if you've ever spent any time with him, you know the kid that he is.
Yeah.
And you know that he's there with a pure heart, doing the right thing with these kids, teaching them, the Lord's teachings and Bible verses and all of that. And he's doing it with his all. Mm-hmm. He loves to act. He loves to sing. So you can only imagine how he presents the stories to these kids that makes it maybe even a little bit more special.
Sure.
Because of the way he's presenting
His
it
energy.
to the kids.
Yeah.
His energy.
Yeah.
I mean, these kids, they loved Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
You could see they were just enthralled with how he was talking about.
So this is hurtful to all of you, obviously.
Extraordinarily
Yeah.
hurtful. Extraordinarily
I'm like,
hurtful.
my heart is bleeding right now. I can't believe this. It's just a horrible story. But
It
it
is.
gets worse though.
Oh, it gets worse.
Yeah.
This is the easy part.
This This next part is the worst part of all. It's like somebody went out of their way to hurt him.
Well, I think it's also important to note. So Bethel knows this in February of 24, asks him to leave.
Yeah.
We register him for camp for 24. He goes to camp. No issues.
So in 24, after Melissa and Nicole have this conversation, and they tell him he can't do anything, he can't lead anymore at Awana, he goes to camp at Twin Lakes.
He goes to camp.
Okay.
And everything's fine.
Just so I can understand, Twin Lakes is not a Bethel camp. It is a
Christian
camp
It's
that
still-
Bethel kids go to,
You got it.
along with other churches. Okay.
I've gone to a
around,
couple of-
around the country. I mean, it's
Does
not-
Bethel have anything to do with the board, for example, of Twin Lakes? Or is there
I know Jim, who's the director of Twin Lakes Camp, and he came to Bethel and Awanas a couple times
Okay.
during the years just to say, hey, can't wait to see you guys
Sure.
at camp. But
But
so
it's
I don't
not
know
a-
the connection.
Got
I don't
it.
know.
Okay. So
the
he goes to
depth.
camp, 24, comes back, great.
Oh, had a
good-
great
Bryce?
time.
Good
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, I had a great time. It was my favorite year going, and it was like a highlight of my summer.
Yep.
And I still keep in touch with some of the kids there. And so I don't understand, because I had no problem going last year after she knew I was gay. And then she decided to tell them this year. I don't know.
So
go ahead and
now,
tell that part of the story.
So now Bryce is getting ready to go back to camp in 2025.
Yes.
And you get a phone call.
Have you guys been active in the church? I'm sorry, before you answer
Yeah.
that. Have you been active in the church
Well,
since he came back from camp? And
February 14th, 2024, I come home. I break the news. Really emphasize that, don't let this allow you to be angry at Jesus. This is not Jesus. This is man,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And immediately his sister was like, I'm not going tonight. And I said, well, I'm certainly not going.
Right.
Are you
Right.
kidding?
Right.
Like, are you kidding?
You're angry.
You think I'm
Right.
coming after my child
Right.
can't come and
love
lead?
love on the leaders. I'm gonna go love on the leaders after they.
The
Like,
leaders are not loving on me.
like,
so-
are you, like, so like I said, I told Melissa I'm going to prayerfully consider it. And so I did nothing for like 3 or 4 weeks. I did nothing. I sat on it for the first time in my entire life. I've been churchless.
Okay.
And I was just kind of, what do I do? And I want to do it right. So about 3-4 weeks later, I wrote the email that I had posted. I don't know if you guys had the chance to read it. And I was not, I didn't feel this immense anger. I felt more sadness. Because listen, I grew up Baptist. I understand their kind. I understand the doctrine. I get it. And there's a huge part of me that's like, even though I believe church doctrine needs to change in 2025, for sure, okay, I'm not here to say, hey, you as a private entity,
Right.
here's what you should do with your rules and regulations.
Gotcha.
You don't want blonde hair people coming to your congregation. If you have blonde hair, don't go. You're not welcome.
So kind of
I get
understanding
it.
about the whole thing.
Oh,
okay. I mean, in that sense.
110%.
Okay.
I
get it.
understood that.
All right.
That's why I felt like, okay, let me write this letter and I walk away. And by the way, the whole time we have served, we never became members.
Right.
There was many times during the years that we tried and we just weren't there for, you have to be there like 6 consecutive
Right.
weekends in a row. And we always had family or traveled. So we were never members.
Okay.
But we served. So then when we left a year and a half ago, that day, February 14, 2024, never stepped foot again, didn't talk to executive leadership, wrote the letter, found a new home church. So fast forward to that summer, he goes to camp, everything's great. Well, fast forward a year from now, it's summertime, it's ready to register
This
for
year.
Twin Lakes camp. And both Kenna and Bryce were like, Mom, did you register? They always try to remind
Oh
me
my
because I
goodness,
almost
this
messed up
stinks
the
so bad.
registration last week
Yeah.
or last year.
Yeah.
So they kept, Mom, did you do it? Yes, honey. Let me talk to Dad. We're going to get it done, blah, blah. So I register them, thinking nothing of it.
And through another church too, right?
No, I just registered
But like
through
it
the
has nothing
website.
to do. It has nothing to do with Bethel at all
Nothing
anymore.
to do.
They have no like as far as you're concerned.
Oh.
Bethel is old news. You guys moved on.
Well, they
Yeah.
have a
Completely moved
roster.
on.
Right.
Okay. The Twin Lakes has a roster of kids that are attending, and in that roster, it has the church affiliation.
Gotcha.
But it never asked Nicole to change any of that when we would
Right.
register the kids.
Gotcha.
And
So I didn't think of it.
In
Gotcha.
2024, when he went, it would have listed him as a Bethel kid going to Twin
Gotcha.
Lakes. There was no issue. So 2025, Melissa
Let me ask you a
gets
question.
the list.
So what if I don't go to church often, but I do like going to camp? What if I show up to church like once or twice a year, but I do go to camp? They wouldn't interfere with that person, I bet, if you
I
wanted to.
don't
I think
Isn't that
Nicole
funny?
even said earlier.
Even though you're not like a holy person,
Right,
you're not
right.
participating. You just like the summer camp aspect of
Right.
it,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
I mean, they would have no problem
then
with that.
those are the best kiddos you want to
Right,
go.
right.
You
Right,
want
because
them
you
to
want to
go.
get them an
Exactly,
experience.
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And maybe they become active in a church, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
I don't get it, man.
So she leaves me these voicemails, and I didn't call her back, but I did. I text her. I said, "Hey, I got your voicemail about registration. Didn't even dawn on me. No problem." I called the camp right away. Sweet little Abby answers the phone. "Hi, Abby, it's Nicole Fech. Oh my gosh, how's Bryce and Kenna doing?" She had Kenna in her cabin, blah, blah. "Hey, we no longer attend Bethel. Totally didn't change it on the website. Registration's over. Website won't let me. Can you go into their files and change it?" "Sure, no problem." "Melissa, just want to let you know that I changed the church affiliation. Everything's handled.
And some
I
people
find it odd that I'm getting all these voicemails and text messages about it, but it's done."
Okay.
And this is probably a month before Bryce is set to leave
Right.
for camp. So
Probably like 3
three or four
Yeah,
weeks
yeah.
beforehand.
I mean,
Okay.
you can put whatever church affiliation you want. You could put none. Can you put like
We
St.
have to-
Thomas More? You can put.
Right.
It doesn't matter, right? I mean, you can put whatever church affiliation that your church affiliation.
Well,
is with.
she indicated the reason she asked. She's like, "Do you still attend Bethel?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Well, we get a list of kids that we cross compare who's from our church, and we affirm that they." Basically, she said the word, and I posted the text, and so I don't remember the exact words, but basically the intent was we have to confirm that they share in the same beliefs and doctrines as our
Okay.
church to
All
go.
right. All right.
Gotcha.
It's interesting.
So then she said, "Okay, thank you for doing that, but I'm going to need you. Is Bryce still living his lifestyle with your approval?
This is the camp asking you
This is
No,
Melissa.
This is Melissa again.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the lady that went out of her way.
She calls you.
Correct.
Okay.
And I said, Melissa, we haven't been there for a year and a half.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I have handled this.
What's her role with the church?
She's the director of children's ministry.
And she's just like going out of her way to.
Bizarre. And so she goes, well, if you don't call the camp by Friday, I am going to call them with my concerns about Bryce.
She tells you this.
Oh, yes, she does.
Yeah.
And so then you see me lose all my Christianity in the
Thank you.
text messages between
Good
the
for
two
you.
of us
Good
that I
for you.
posted, right?
Good for you,
And
Mom.
at
You
the
lasted a good year and a half,
I did.
so good job,
I did,
Nicole.
Kevin. I did.
But
the
also,
jewel.
like,
the
what-
jewel will be there.
What is she concerned that it's contagious? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait till I get to the discussion with the camp.
Bryce, you're not contagious. I promise.
Lindsay's a
So-
nurse. She
So I
knows.
tell
I know.
Yeah, so Nicole tells me the story, shares with me these text messages. She said, I haven't told Bryce about any of this.
at all.
Kenna is aware, but Bryce is not.
And Matt, your blood pressure's got to be.
Yeah, I'm
Going through the
I'm
roof,
at-
right?
It's sky high at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And so Nicole's like, I sent my email a year and a half ago. Would you send something?
Gotcha.
So, I was very thoughtful about it and put together, my idea. And I shared Bryce's journey with them because I thought it was important that I humanize Bryce to them. He's not just
Right.
a number. He's Bryce Fech.
Mm-hmm.
And I found it funny that in their statement that they listed on their website that
Yeah.
they cited Genesis 1:27 about all of us being made in God's image.
Right.
I put that in my cease and desist
Wow.
letter to them. I said, Bryce is exactly who he's supposed to be. God made him.
Yes.
And so it's one of those things. I'm extraordinarily angry that Bethel did this to Bryce, or that they were threatening to do this to Bryce. So I send them the cease and desist letter to both Steve DeWitt and Melissa Anderson, and I didn't hear anything else.
And neither did I. And so I told Kenna and Cal, and I'm just like, okay, you guys, don't say anything to Bryce, because I'm thinking to myself, surely this is not real life. She's not
Sure.
really going to call on behalf of my family and be a mouthpiece and invade the privacy of a minor child
Yeah.
and out his sexuality without consent
Agree.
under the guise of Christianity
course.
and doctrine.
Of the love.
That's where the distinction.
Pure love coming there, right?
Right?
This is
So I'm just praying. So it's Friday, you guys. Friday, we go to Walmart, spend money, get everything ready for camp. This is Friday. Friday afternoon, my phone rings and it says Twin Lakes Camp.
oh my goodness.
And
You know,
of
again,
course, right?
right?
So I pick up and it's Jim. Hi, Nicole. This is Jim. Do you have time to talk? Jim, are you calling me about Bryce Fech?
Mm-hmm.
Are you calling me because Melissa Anderson called you about Bryce Fech?
Wow.
Well, we're concerned. Jim, I need you to articulate your concerns to me. Well, we're concerned. I go, are you concerned that Bryce is going to molest all the
Right.
boys in the
Right.
cabin? Because that's where he's getting at,
Right.
right?
Sure.
He just won't say it.
Well,
like-
and that's the fear, I think, when it comes to
that's
gay
the knee-jerk
people.
reaction.
Yeah.
You're
They think
gay.
they're-
Whoa, sex.
Right.
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 And
Truly.
you guys are both lawyers. You know, pedophilia
Sure.
typically are not people that are
No.
gay.
Right.
They're pedophilia.
It's the example I used with Tom when we were doing the pre-show yesterday. I said, so are they not afraid of some heterosexual kid
Correct.
who is
Right.
like sex crazy and is going to go chase down the girls
Right.
or
Right.
hey, let's go down to the river. I mean,
right.
Yeah,
that's
it's the same
just as
issue.
possible.
I mean, like the
You know?
boys and girls, like they're together during swim time, and so we're all in our
Sure,
bathing suits
sure.
together. But they don't have any concerns about that. They have concerns about me being in a cabin
Yeah.
where I need to sleep.
But also, like,
Where you were the
guys
year
are
before.
children. You know, like all of you are children.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we trying to sexualize the? It's
Right.
just-
Oh.
it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yes, and thank you for saying that, Lindsay, because Jim was like, is he still living this? Is he still practicing? I go, Jim, practicing what? Well, is he still practicing this lifestyle? Jim, he's 14 years old. He's not practicing anything.
He's
He's not
going
practicing
to school.
anything.
Yeah.
He is who he is.
Oh my goodness. And so, and he's like, well, you are putting him in temptation
That is-
because the cabin
It's
is where
sex,
all
sex.
of the boys undress and all of that stuff. So I started and then I just stopped and I hung up. I couldn't do it. I hung up and I'm on my way home immediately. I'm out and about running around. I call Matt right away and I said, I'm on your way to your house. I got to go. I could not believe I'm on my way a second time.
Yeah,
Jesus.
to tell him
To
some
tell
bad news.
Bryce about this church hurt. And so
I'm sorry, bud.
the distinction here is not, the message here isn't, oh my gosh, all you churches should change your doctrine. Do I think you should? Absolutely. But a grown woman that we have had no affiliation with truly threatened us and then became the mouthpiece and invaded our family's privacy and outed a minor child's sexuality with no consent.
And Matt, I think that's what if I read the recent article, that's kind of your big point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
And what bothers me the most, it came after my cease and desist letter.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want
Is
you
there-
having contact.
So you put them on
Did
notice.
they possibly violate the law? I mean, did they defame? Is there anything that...
We are in the process of
Good,
looking at
good,
that.
good.
Obviously,
You put them on notice too, Matt.
yeah. I mean, we are, and I can't tell you how many attorney friends of ours have reached out.
You
to
have a
me.
couple of those.
Yeah, I've had some who have reached out to me and said, Matt, I'll offer
sorry.
my services free of charge.
God, I'm so sorry about this whole story, you guys. This is the worst story I've read in a long time. It's so disheartening. It makes me really sad. And Bryce, you don't need this church to tell you who you are. Yeah. You don't need that. You're a leader, dude. I could tell the moment you walked in, you're going to be a very, very huge success in life. I can tell.
you.
It's
I'm
exciting for
really
us to
sorry
have you
about
on.
this.
No, thank you for
Been
having
awesome.
us.
I think it's good. One of the things about being a public official, and I know Matt and Kevin, you guys work with public officials a lot. One of the things is you learn is that people are really mean. That's one of the things I learned as a public official, and you're learning it at 14, bud, that people are really mean. And I'm really, really sorry that you had to deal with that.
But I'll tell you what, he's also learning that people are really, really good. The outpouring of support and love that
Good.
we have received and the stories that have come out in regard to Bethel, not even about sexuality, is jaw-dropping and heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And so we strongly feel, when I told Bryce, he's like, you know what, Mom, I cried the first time because I was there all the time. I'm not going to cry about camp because I'm only there once a year. And then in that moment, we just said, let's be advocates. For people
You're doing
who are
great.
church hurt and damaged, just know that you are perfectly and wonderfully made and you are loved and you are not alone.
Thank you for what you're doing.
And this community needs to understand that people are giving their time, years, and money, the thousands and thousands of dollars Matt and I have given to the church through tithe. This community needs to know that they're hurting people.
I'm so sorry about this.
They're hurting people.
This really makes me
And
sad.
I think
Yeah,
it's
Matt.
Also important to note, if the statistics are correct, 1 in 10 of those kids that go to that camp are gay.
Yeah. So they're
You
setting
know,
a poor
yeah, they
example.
better-
for
So
sure.
They
yeah.
better go through and analyze everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
I had something that I wanted to say to Bryce, that the loudest people are not the majority, okay? The majority of the people that I interact with, I used to do theater, I'm in the music community. We are very accepting, so no matter where you go in life, people are going to love you, I promise, okay?
Yep.
The loud people, they're loud because nobody is on their side, and they want to be heard, and they have to be loud. But we don't have to be, because we're normal people, and we love you guys. So
that's a great message. Lindsey.
Notorious LMP.
Yes.
Thank
Well,
Thank you.
we're gonna wrap up, but number one, I want to echo what Mayor Tom said. We're really happy to have you guys on. Thank you for coming on, Bryce. It was awesome meeting you.
Thank
You're
you.
a great kid.
Great.
Just keep plugging along. I know with your parents, Matt and Nicole, you will. So
Of course.
Awesome.
You got amazing parents, and you're going to get through this stronger than you went into it, honestly.
That's right.
You're going to be a stronger person because of this. So I'm proud of you, bud. Thank you for coming on our show. Thank you very
Thank you for
much.
having
Thanks,
us.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Matt
Kevin.
and Nicole, thank you
Appreciate
guys
it.
for coming
Thank
on.
you, Lindsey.
We had a huge
Thank
audience
you.
today,
Yeah.
and we get thousands of people who watch each show. This is a huge show. There's a lot of people that are outraged by this. So thank you guys very
Thank
much
you.
for shedding
Thank
light
you.
on it. And we'll go ahead and
Wrap it up, yeah.
Sure. I want to thank everybody for listening. It's season 15, episode 22 in the books. Festival of the Lake starts tomorrow, John Fogerty, and we'll be back on Friday. Appreciate everybody coming on. Lindsey, awesome to see you. Great season, Lindsey. Lindsey will be back next season. Jay Vez, thank you. Kevin Chandler, appreciate you very much. And, of course, coming to you from LOCPod. We appreciate you all. We'll be back on Friday with our final show of the season. Season 15, episode 22 is in the books, and LOCPod's out. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Thank you.